The street corner transforms into a canvas of stark blues and reds as police lights dominate the scene. A symphony of chaos erupts as sirens pierce through the night's calm. Amidst the flashing lights, I stand among the onlookers, a silent observer of the unfolding turmoil. The crowd gathers, their faces a mixture of concern and morbid curiosity, drawn to the spectacle. The cafe, usually a haven of warmth and light, is now overshadowed by the harsh glare of emergency lights. The chaotic scene unfolds like a tragic play, with each moment adding to the unfolding drama. Chaos erupts as police officers descend upon the street corner cafe. The officers shout commands, their voices sharp and authoritative, cutting through the air. A suspect, dragged from the cafe, is pulled roughly into the harsh glare of a streetlight. Stumbling, the suspect struggles to maintain balance under the intense scrutiny. The streetlight casts long, stark shadows, heightening the drama of the arrest. A collective gasp rises from the gathered crowd, their faces etched with shock. Across the street, a figure stands, a mirror image, hauntingly familiar. The reflection grips the railing, his knuckles white as disbelief washes over him. The reflection tightens his grip on the railing, stunned by the sight of his doppelganger. He freezes, unable to tear his gaze from the uncanny figure mirroring his own. Disbelief paralyzes him as he confronts the impossible reality before his eyes. In the bustling street corner cafe, the air thickens with unease as every head swivels, locking onto the suspect. Their gazes dart nervously, now fixed on me, reflecting a mixture of confusion and mounting dread. The suspect remains still, a statue amidst the chaos. I stand firm, bracing myself against the tidal wave of fear washing over the cafe. Under the cloak of night, I follow the receding taillights of the police car, my thoughts a whirlwind of uncertainty. The suspect's gaze pierces the distance, locking onto mine through the cold glass of the police car window. A chilling connection forms in that brief, intense encounter, hinting at secrets and shared destinies. The suspect's eyes reflect a silent acknowledgement, a fleeting moment of dark recognition. As the car disappears into the night, a sense of foreboding settles, promising a deeper, more dangerous journey ahead. A newspaper lies open, its headlines blaring accusations. My face stares back, a silent testament to a false confession. The headlines scream my confession. The details of the alleged crimes are eerily, disturbingly accurate. I am trapped, framed by words I never spoke, actions I never committed. The truth is buried beneath layers of lies. Inside the stark police station, I desperately try to reason with the stern-faced officers. Their doubtful eyes reflect a silent verdict, a wall of skepticism rising between us. Each glance feels like a hammer blow, solidifying their preconceived judgment of my guilt. The weight of their distrust crushes my hopes, leaving me isolated in a sea of doubt. The metallic click of the lock breaks the silence as I return to my solitary apartment. A wave of loneliness washes over me as I step inside, the weight of solitude pressing down. Outside, city lights cast elongated shadows across the room, turning the walls into canvases of darkness. The room is quiet, amplifying the sense of isolation that pervades the space. The distorted shadows dance like phantoms, deepening the feeling of being utterly alone. A mysterious white envelope slides silently under the door, beckoning with secrets, drawn by an unseen force. I approach the envelope, my heart pounding with each step. I pick up the plain envelope, my name scrawled across the front in familiar handwriting. With trembling hands, I tear open the envelope, a chilling premonition gripping my soul. As I read the letter, a chilling realization dawns. The letter details a series of crimes that I have not yet committed. In the dim apartment, a stack of letters casts a long, ominous shadow. Each night, more letters arrive, each one more disturbing than the last. Paranoia begins to weave its way into the mind. The shadows lengthen, whispering doubts and fears. The apartment transforms into a cage. The darkness deepens as paranoia tightens its grip. Under the cloak of night, I walk down the dim street, a haunting sense of being watched prickling my skin. Each shadow seems to lengthen and twist, turning familiar shapes into lurking figures. The silence amplifies, broken only by the echo of my own footsteps, each beat a reminder of my solitude and vulnerability. Paranoia tightens its grip, turning every rustle and whisper into a potential threat, fueling the certainty that unseen eyes are fixed upon me. Across the dark street, a figure emerges, shrouded in shadow. He is my double, an eerie reflection staring back at me. Bathed in an otherworldly glow, he seems both familiar and alien. The night deepens, blurring the line between reality and illusion as our gazes meet. A chilling smile spreads across his face, a dark, knowing glint in his eyes. He watches, a predator observing its prey. I watch him, my heart pounding in my chest. A wave of panic washes over me as cold dread grips my soul. Confined within the walls of my apartment, I wrestle with a reality unraveling at the seams. The barricade grows higher, but the clarity of my mind diminishes. Each shadow dances with a life of its own, blurring the line between the tangible and the imagined. The room spins, the walls close in, and the apartment transforms into a labyrinth of fear. In this distorted reality, the nightmare becomes indistinguishable from the waking world. Under the stark fluorescent lights of the apartment, I confront my reflection, my gaze locked in a silent battle with the figure in the glass. Shadows lengthen and twist around me as I extend a hand, drawn to the cold surface of the mirror. A profound unease descends, chilling me to the core as I search my face for answers, for recognition. A haunting question echoes in the silence. Am I living his life, or has he stolen mine? The fluorescent lights hum, casting long shadows, as I stand frozen, lost in thought. I step cautiously onto the dark street, the city lights reflecting in my eyes. A sinister mirror image waits in the shadows, ready to confront me. The tense standoff begins in the dimly lit street. Which one is the real me? The air crackles with unspoken tension as our eyes lock.